الحمد لله وكفى ثم الصلاة والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى وبعد. Here the Most High mentioned in various verses of the Quran in Surah Al-An'am, Isra, Fatir, and Najm, saying, وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. He said, and no soul shall carry the burden of another. In Surah Al-Isra, here the Most High said, مَنِ اهْتَدَى فَإِنَّمَا يَهْتَدِي لِنَفْسِهِ. And whosoever chooses the path of guidance and does righteous deed, he is doing it for his own benefit. وَمَنْ ضَلَّ فَإِنَّمَا يَضِلُّ عَلَيْهَا. And whosoever chooses the path of misguidance and does evil deed, he is doing it against his own soul. وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. And that no soul carries the burden of another. In Surah Fatir, here the Most High said, وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. And no soul carries the burden of another. وإن تدع مثقلة إلى حملها لا يحمل منه شيء ولو كان ذا قربى. And if a bearer of a burden of a crime cries out for help, for someone to carry the burden of his crime for him, it will not be carried for him even if he's crying out to a person of kin, meaning someone who relates to him. We understand from this that Islam is calling us to self-accountability, and that each and every one is accountable for his own action. This is what we call justice. Our noble scholar Imam al-Qurtubi, on his commentary of this ayah, he said, during the pre-Islamic era, which is Ahdul Jahiliyyah, the era of ignorance, what they used to do is, if someone committed a murder and killed somebody, the family members of the one who is killed, if they're not able to get hold of the murderer, the killer, what do? They attack his wife and kill her. Or they would attack his children. Or they will attack his brother or mother or father and kill them in order to take a revenge for the killing of their family member. So Islam came, and Allah Almighty revealed these verses, commending them to establish justice and not to kill somebody who is innocent because someone who relates to him or someone from his group has killed someone unjustly. This is absolutely wrong. In our previous reminders, we mentioned that there are good cops and there are bad cops, and that it is not befitting for us to hold those good cops accountable for the action of the bad cops. Rather, each and every one is accountable for his own action. So it is not befitting for us to break or to vandalize or to damage the properties of the police just because some other cops did something that is what evil. If somebody committed a crime or killed somebody, regardless of who he killed, whether he killed a black man or white man, male or female, adult or a child, that person needs to be brought to justice. But we have to seek the right way of demanding justice. In Islam, there is no such thing as al-ghaya tubarrir al-wasila, meaning the goal justify the means. No. In Islam, the goal doesn't justify the means. So just because, like some people say, we are tired and we are sick and tired of being sick and tired of asking for justice for decades, and until today, justice is still not being served for us. Therefore, we are going to adopt a different method, and that is the method of looting and vandalizing and burning and stealing to the end. This is what will make us what? Accomplish our goal. No. Islamically, this is wrong. Just because you want to accomplish a praiseworthy goal, which is justice, you want justice to be served, doesn't justify for you to take the means that are haram in order to accomplish your goal. This is absolutely wrong. All right? The example of these people is like the example of someone who are, or a group of people who are trying to build a masjid, right? They try to build a masjid, they try raising money, they do the right thing. For a long time they couldn't. So they say, you know what? Let's go and rob a bank. steal from these people and build the masjid, because we want a masjid so that we can pray in it. I mean, the goal is a praiseworthy goal, but the means that you are taking towards accomplishing that goal is haram. Or a woman who is married to a man who cannot give her a child. She tried for 20 years, she couldn't get a child. What did she do? She left them, she went and slept with another man. She cheated on him and she became pregnant, and then she delivered. And the family members are very happy, and they said, yes, she has given birth to a baby boy. When in reality, the channel or the path that she has taken towards having this baby is haram path. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that al-Islam, fil Islam, al-ghaya la tubarrir wasila. In this religion, the goal doesn't justify the means. So if you want to accomplish a praiseworthy goal, then take the right means. But unfortunately, like I said, we live in the deceiving era in which the truthful one is considered the liar, and the liar is considered the truthful one. And the betrayer is considered the trustworthy, and the trustworthy is considered the betrayer, and the riffraff run their mouth in public affairs. Everybody try to talk about the deen, even though they don't have no knowledge of the deen. You don't understand the language of the Quran and Sunnah, but you have the audacity to explain the Quran and Sunnah. Our scholars said, Rahimallahu muru'an, in takallama bi'ilm, aw samata bihilm. May Allah have mercy on that individual whom, when he speaks with knowledge, or he remains silent with patience. People do not know the Quran. You can hardly read the Quran in Arabic and understand it, or read the text of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, or the explanation of the books. You can read them, but then you have the audacity to comment about things that relate to the blood of the people, things that relate to their deen. We ask Allah the Almighty to grant us understanding of this deen, Ameen, and to make us amongst those intelligent believers who read the verses of the Quran and ponder over them, and not those who allow their emotions to push them and to drag them to their port of destruction. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.